Oh, baby, baby,
We
baby,
are
baby,
back.
baby,
We are
baby,
back.
baby,
We are
baby,
back. We are back. We are back.
baby.
We are back. We
Did
are
you
back.
know that
We're
we're back? That
back
we're
in
back.
town
Yeah. I'm
to
back in
talk
town.
to you
I'm
about
back in town after I
music
ran
that
away.
we like, that we think you will
know
too.
I ran away because I burned down
I
that
burned down
coal
that
mine. You
coal
know
mine. I burned it all down. They exploded.
They
They
exploded.
exploded like July 4th fireworks.
They exploded.
Fireworks. Okay.
They exploded.
Wow.
Well, that was great.
We're so back, dude.
That was
great.
Dude, it is so go time.
You know, I think it.
Should we check? Should we double check? Oh, you're checking the wind?
You know what the wind tells me right now?
What's that?
It's go time.
It's go time.
Damn it, it's go time.
Guys, welcome back to the
Damn it, if it's not go time.
Is Dead podcast. As always, we're your hosts. My name's Nick.
And I'm Phil.
And we're back. We're better than ever. We're excited. It's late on Friday. This is probably going to go up late, just like it has the last few times. And let me tell you, I'm fucking excited about it.
I'm so excited for
Yep.
today. I've been waiting to get back to the podcast.
Yes, it's been a little while since we've been able to record one. We're sorry again about the late upload on Tuesday. Ended up just being a busy ass week. We've been shooting with clients for a lot of the week and just prepping for stuff coming up. So, you know,
Making that bread,
trying to
staying on
make
the
that
grind,
bread.
sharpening that axe.
That's
so that when we
it.
come out here and we chop the shit out of some logs, okay,
Yes.
we do it well. And we
Yes.
do it right for you, okay? That's why we
Phil,
do
can
it.
you do me a favor?
Wait. Can you do me a favor and just hold on?
No, I was literally about to say, can you just get that out of the way? that was the favor.
That was so good, dude. You can't tell me that wasn't a good
That
one.
wasn't even a good one. That
I
wasn't
want
even-
to punch you in the
That
teeth.
wasn't even a good. Half open cores. You acting like you're opening it up for the first time.
I'm not opening it up. I'll tell you what. You know what? I'm not opening up for the first time. I bought this 2 days ago. Okay? And I didn't get to drink yesterday because I didn't want to drink yesterday after work. So, nah.
We got a great show for you today, guys. We're going to be talking about some albums. We're going to be riffing on some current issues, some entertainment stuff that's going on. And yeah, it's going to be overall pretty fantastic.
We got some good lore for y'all today, too. I'm really excited for today's
Definitely
lore.
have some good lore.
I like
guys.
lore today.
If you are a Christian or just familiar with the Bible and you've been following along with us as we go, then you know that today, Samuel 1.
First Samuel.
Yep, 1 Samuel. It's going to be a good one.
Oh, man, the stories that are in First Samuel. All right. Well, I mean, the Bible is
coming.
one of everyone's favorite Bible stories, David and Goliath.
It's coming.
But, you know, we'll get there when we get there.
today.
We'll get there when we get there.
Oh, we'll get there when we get there.
Oh.
Hey, Phil. Phil, remember what happened with Alan? Remember what happened with Alan, the plant? Yeah. Yep. Don't do that again.
I would like to publicly apologize
You have to issue a
for the way
statement.
that I treated Alan the plant in the episode in which he appeared in.
Yes, Casual Friday #1.
I did not mean to behave the way that I did, and it was wrong for me to aggressively shake his pot the way that I did.
Yeah, we're
And
gonna
I'm
have to
sorry.
see if he'd ever want to come back on the show.
HR made me do this. Fuck you.
Yep. Well, that just took away from everything that you said.
Yeah,
just
so
invalidated
good.
literally everything that you were talking about.
Okay.
Which reminds me of Cartman.
I'm sure that's a great voice. All right,
Oh,
so
sounds
I'm
so
so ready
great
to get
coming out
into
of your
the
speakers.
to get into today's
To
episode.
get into today's episode. What
What
were we saying earlier? Famous Amos is Thanos.
Amos
Oh, wait,
is famous
Amos
Thanos.
is famous Thanos Thermos Theater Edition.
Yeah.
That's
Theater
it.
edition.
We were trying to get some tongue twisters in, and we realized that Thanos has a Thanos.
Amos is famous Thanos. Thermos Theater edition.
Famous Anus is Thanos Thermos.
No, you're saying famous. It's Amos is famous.
No, I know.
You're
but
saying
I'm just-
famous
I'm
Amos.
just mixing it up now.
Famous
I'm just
Amos.
trying to make up
Famous
the rules.
Amos Thanos. Theatrical.
Amos
Thermos.
is famous. Thanos, famous Thanos Thermos.
Famous Thanos. Inga Durga Hanga Dinga Durgan. I'm from Holland.
Happy Lee Barrickson Day. Hinga dinga
I'm
durga.
from Holland.
I'm from Holland.
Yeah, that's how it works, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, cool. Hell yeah. Well, this
Excuse
is
me.
going great.
Yeah, this is going fantastic.
So
I want to get this out of the way early. Big Shaq, come on our show.
come
dude.
on a show,
Why
get
won't
on
you
a show.
Come on our show.
Come to my ends,
Yeah,
come
but
to my
sincerely,
ends,
bruv,
come to my
you need
ends,
to do
come
Big
see
Man
more
Ting.
friends.
And come on the show,
Come
man.
see
Come
me
on to
friends,
shows,
right?
man.
Come see me friends, man.
Dude, we don't
come
even
to
want
me
you to
ends.
just come on to like talk about, the usual shit. We want you to bring on an album that you love, that you hold near and dear. Something that when you walked in to see Charlie, that you were thinking about. Like your
You're like-
pump up music,
you're like,
you know?
Oh man,
And
I hope he puts this one on, right?
hope he gives me this beat, man. I hope he gives me this beat, man.
I predicted it.
You're predicting it. You're shivering now.
don't get cold, big man. You predicted
You're
it.
predicting it now. Boom.
Boom, boom. Okay,
Open the 4-door.
okay, okay.
Dude, did you hop out the 4-door with the 4-4?
It was like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I was chilling in the corridor.
Dude, your
'Cause
dad is
he's 44.
44.
And he still calls man for draws.
Dude,
I mean,
can't-
come
I don't know. I
on.
don't
Come
know what
on.
to
Get the fuck on our show,
Big
dude.
shit.
Get the fuck on our
say. Get
show.
on our show.
You made me peak.
I'm
I'm
getting
so
tired.
mad.
I'm getting tired of this shit, man.
Made me peak. I was so bad.
I don't know how long it's gonna take. I don't know what it's gonna take, but we're gonna get you on this fucking
We're gonna
show.
get you on this fucking show.
Yeah.
You are gonna sit right here in
Right
the middle of us.
Right
okay?
in the middle.
And you know what? I'm gonna give you
Dude,
a
I
hug
would
afterwards.
take a Zoom interview.
As long as you say it's okay.
Yeah, of course. Yes.
But yeah. So my album that I'm gonna be reviewing
You're
today.
you want to dive right into the album?
I mean,
Which
yeah.
album
fuck
are you
it.
doing? I don't think you even told me.
Yeah.
before
Okay.
we
So
hopped
I'm
onto the
doing
show today.
the 2020 album, the front bottom album, In Sickness
Oh,
and in Flames.
You did.
No, In
tell
Sickness
me.
or in Flames.
You did. You told me about this.
I did.
You mentioned it to me.
The 2020 release, their newest
There we
studio
go.
album.
There it is.
Fucking hate you, dude.
I had to
I
wipe
hate
it off.
you.
I had to wipe it off.
Fixing your little
Oh, you want me
cord
to- here, why
situation.
don't I
No,
just-
stop it.
Just there. Yeah. Yep, that's what I like. Now it's fixed. Famous anus thanis. I just clearly said famous anus thanis. I absolutely guarantee that I said famous anus thanis.
Famous anus, Thanos.
I have a famous anus thanis.
I have a Thanos with famous Amos.
So the front bottoms. I'm a fan of the front bottoms. I like.
Yeah,
them. I like 'em.
they're my favorite band. You know, as trashy or whatever, as like sad white boys that may be. I don't care. They are my favorite band because
Definitely at a hardcore.
I just
front
love how
bottoms
they.
phase.
I love how they sound.
You would remember that.
I like to sing their songs. I like the way that they make instrumentals. I like the way that they write music. I like their production.
Yep.
And like some of the effects that they do. I just like everything about them, and so they're my favorite band.
Yep.
That's
fair.
And this is I'm going to be reviewing today, or kind of going over, talking about
Yep.
In Sickness or in Flames, which is their 2020 album release. I love this. Came out during quarantine.
Yep.
Like during kind of early on
When in
in
quarantine.
in the pandemic. Let me find it exactly.
Why don't you
when.
tell me exactly? Exactly.
Okay, thanks.
Excuse me.
dude. Wait, hold on. So you at one point in an earlier podcast said that we were going to be a podcast that burped into the mics.
Yes,
And
then
you just
in that
backed
same
away.
episode, I retracted it.
I know you did not.
Yes, I did.
I know for a fucking fact
No,
you
I
did not.
did.
I know you did.
I did it, and then you were like, "Oh, so we're gonna be that kind of a podcast?" And I was like, "Oh, that's exactly what I was thinking right before I did it." There's something to that effect. I just remember like kind of walking it back, and if not, then I'm gonna walk it back now. No, I don't think we should be that kind of podcast.
All right, good. I don't think so either.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes. So there you go.
Also, the first time I said it was right. In Sickness and in Flames, not or. So my apologies, everyone. Getting on my ass already. I can see you. I can see you typing away in the comments. Just being like, you said it
All 11
wrong.
or 12 of you
You
are
said
just
it
in the comments
wrong.
telling us off.
But this came out in August of 2020. So
Yeah.
actually, like about halfway through the
Yeah.
where we are in the pandemic now,
Yeah.
basically.
Roughly.
Roughly ish.
God, August feels like a long
Um,
time ago.
Yeah, I know, right? August feels like, like I don't even really remember what was going on in August.
Yeah, we were working on that film
What film?
that we didn't have a great time on.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah. That's right.
Yes.
That was good.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, that was fun. But
Was it?
August, yeah, it was. It was fun.
No,
It's fine.
No, it was fun. It was a good time.
So this came out August 21st. This is from the Fueled by Ramen record label. Same people who put out Fun as well.
Fun?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't know that. I didn't know they were on the same label.
Yeah. This album is more of like kind of sticking to like the roots of like their alternative indie folk-ish sound.
Cool.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like all in one, but it's not as it doesn't have as much like punk influence or really any like Back on Top did. Back in 2014, I believe that was.
Back on Top looks like this.
Yes. That was good.
That was pretty good. I like that.
But yeah, I fucking love this album. I dig all their albums, obviously, but like this is top 3 of all of their stuff that I like for me. It starts out with the song that came out, the first song that came out as a single, which was Everyone Blooms. That came out like months and months before. That was like way early quarantine type.
Quarantine day.
Yeah. And then Camouflage, which is the second track, which was also one that came out. And then the rest of the album came out by itself, with every other track on it. It's 12 tracks. It's about I want to make sure I get this right on exactly how long this is. I went to the perfectly wrong source to do that with. I'm sorry. Give me a sec. I love this dead air. This is really good.
I just want to stare deeply into the camera. Just look at what he's done. Look at what he's done to us. What's the runtime? What are you looking at?
I can't find it anywhere. Hey, fuckers.
I'll look it up.
No. I'm going to find it.
Oh,
I'm going to find it. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Phil.
Come on.
Oh,
no, don't play them, you
Phil.
idiot. Don't play them.
Oh, it's 53 minutes.
Damn it. I was so close. I was literally 52. It's 52 minutes long.
It's 53 according to Apple Music.
Okay, well, they probably round up and Spotify rounds down. So who do we trust?
How do you know that Spotify rounds down?
Because if this says 52 and you say 53, then it's probably somewhere in the middle.
Or it's not.
Or it is.
And Spotify's wrong.
Oh, dude.
Okay, Pinocchio.
No, gonna moment. Shout out to Good Neighbor Stuff.
Shout out to Good Neighbor Stuff.
Shout out to Kyle. Shout out to
two of the funniest cast members on SNL.
Oh my god, I want to say Bennett. I don't think it's Bennett.
Yeah, no, it's Beck Bennett.
Beck Bennett. Yeah.
Yep.
That guy.
Two
Those guys
very
are just
underutilized cast members on SNL.
So with this album, you get a lot of, the very typical From Bottom sound, sad lyrics, pretty sad subjects and themes and everything like that.
You.
Yeah. You get songs like Jerk. Yeah, I know. I'm a jerk. Just basically being like, yeah, I'm a piece of shit, and that's just kind of how it goes.
I remember
you know what? Like, that's their thing. That's like kind of how he describes himself, apparently.
Yeah. I remember seeing Everyone Blooms with you. You played the music video for it.
Yeah.
Like in the living room. And I was like, that looks crazy. And you were like, it's Front Bottoms. I was like, damn, they got a nice budget for that fucking video.
Yeah. Everyone Blooms is a great track. Everyone bloom in their own time. That's a great song about just kind of being like, it's going to work out. You just got to keep fighting. It's going to suck, but it will work out. Things will work out at some point.
Yeah.
You have songs like Montgomery Forever, which is talking about like, this place may be going down, but it's Montgomery Forever. I don't know what exactly that means to him. But for me, with this song, I kind of feel like it makes me think back to those days of like, maybe with like your friends from high school, if you had high school friends that you were close with, or maybe in college or whenever you had really close friends, or, that place that you went, or that you had like, connected to something very special or something really important in your life. And like now that it's being torn down, or like, if it's a building that's being leveled, if it's just something that's going away, and it's that feeling of being like, yeah, it might be gone, but like I'll always have like it'll always be that.
Nice.
You
I
know,
love that.
I'll always have that place there, even if it's another building and it's nothing like what it used to be.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I like it.
that.
It's a really good message. Cool.
Sweet.
You have songs like Fairbanks, Alaska, talking about a story I really don't understand, but it just sounds so damn good. I love it. I love it so much.
I got a flashlight,
Dang.
and I'm coming to see you, and I still sing like I'm making demos in my garage.
That's why I like it so much. I think it's so raw. His voice is so raw.
Look, I like the front bottoms, but that is the signature sound for every single track, every single one.
I don't know about every one of them, but
no, I just mean singing wise. No. I'm not saying that they don't have range or like versatility. I'm just saying that for like vocal inflection and shit, it's mostly that like hounding, like
yeah. Sometimes it's like sing talking. Yeah, it's indie. It's like Midwest
exactly.
emo-y.
That's all.
Yeah,
I like it. I'm not bashing it. I'm just
fan.
saying.
Look, if people can like Morrissey's Kermit the Frog ass voice, then that means people can like the front bottom.
Dude, it's exactly what I was going to say. I mean, not that specific example. But I was going to say, look, we're talking about them on the podcast, and I'm not even like really making fun of them. I'm more just saying like,
no, dude, you're slamming
that.
They
have a style that is recognizable enough that I can mimic it with ease. I mean, come on, that has to say something.
It's a lasting impression.
Yep. So. As we both drink at the same time to get even more dead air. As much
this
as
is
possible.
The Dead Air podcast.
The cHaSe's Dead Air podcast.
I mean, look at that.
That will be us.
And if cHaSe is if cHaSe is an omniscient being, then that means that the air is cHaSe. So technically, dead air is a good thing.
Yeah.
For us.
So. Yeah. So what are your
all right? So that was cHaSe's Dead podcast for this episode. Thank you guys so much. What are my standout tracks?
Standout tracks for
number one is "Love at First Sight." I love that song.
Great.
It strikes a chord with me really well. There's a lyric in there. I'm paraphrasing. It's basically just like you're gonna have to work a lot harder now to try and like get someone to have feelings for you and just kind of like interest someone in enough to like invest time and like effort and feeling into you, because it's not like how it used to be when like every shot went in, and it's just like, damn. Not saying that like there was a time in my life where every shot I ever took went in, but just like it used, as you grow up, people become more complicated and complex, and it just takes more effort. I bet that's just how it is.
It's not as easy.
Yeah, it's not as easy because it's not like there's less and less naivete,
or just more cynicism.
Also true.
Yeah,
also true.
Probably
just experience everything.
Yeah,
but another standout track, Leaf Pile. That's a great one. And then
my leaf pile.
Make Way, the ending track. It's a great way to go out. I make way for the expensive things in my head. Just being like, I don't really know, but it sounds good. I'm gonna get the lyrics for this one because there's a couple lyrics in this that I really liked. Hold on.
What time are we at? 1913. We got some time.
Oh yeah.
We have got some time. Shout out to our
shadowy
producer over here, our shadowy entity right now. She's doing a fantastic job being a shadowy entity in the shadows. So we don't have to write down the times when we put up graphics and stuff like that. So shout out to the shadowy Canadian entity off to the back of the camera.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to the shadowy entity behind the camera.
Yes.
We appreciate you.
Yes, of course we do.
I make way for the expensive things on the bed. Don't want to know what I'd have said if they put me on the spot right then and there. Right there and then.
Expensive things on the bed. Don't want to know what I've said.
It's kind of, it's a little cheesy on some of the lyrics, obviously. Nobody understands who I truly am. It's like I'm wearing a mask, but you could still see my face.
Nobody.
Okay, we get, but it even talks about it in it. Okay, we get it. We've seen the ad 100 times. Guess you were listening as I was telling all my lies. Yeah, you believe and even fooled myself a couple times. My name is Steven, but that doesn't make it right. Because there is actually past songs where he talks about his name isn't even Brian. That's the lead singer. The lead singer, Brian. And he talks about in a couple songs where he's just like, my name isn't even Brian. Like, my name's Steven.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe his real name is Steven. Maybe not. I don't know. Everything I've seen on the internet and everything I've ever seen in person
I'm not
says that it's Brian.
not even bashing Steven or Brian, but I feel like if your name was Steven and you wanted to get away from that name, why is Brian your go-to?
Brian Sella. That's his name. And Matthew Ucic.
Why is
Something like that. Yeah.
Oh, you would hate what I just did.
What?
I'm glad that you didn't see it.
What did you do?
That's okay.
What did you do?
It's totally okay.
Do it again.
No, I don't wanna
now.
I'll do it again at some point in the podcast. You gotta try and catch it.
What
I'll give you a hint.
Do you see what he does to me? He plays mind games with me. He's trying to trick me. Okay? He's trying to trick me to think that this isn't actually reality, but I know that it's real.
Oh, you almost had it. I was about to do it, but then you turned back.
But you said I have to catch you. So like, if you're
almost did it. Almost did it again.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Are you doing the
Keep going.
face?
No, keep going.
What are you doing? I hate this guy. I hate him. I fucking hate him.
Did it again, and
I'm gonna kill him. I'm going to kill him. Y'all saw in the last outro thing. Also, by the way, I hope y'all see these outro things that we do. I'm not even gonna look now. Now I don't even care. I don't even care.
End credits if you don't watch them.
But yeah, in the last one, I killed him, and I'll do it again.
Violent.
I'll do it again.
Very violent way to go.
I'll do it again.
Don't do it again.
Yeah, so I really like this album. I think everyone should check it out. It's a great car album.
Yeah. Great road trip album.
They have the perfect sound for road trips.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I've put on like their just top.
As long as you can, like, if you enjoy his voice, you will love them on like road trips.
Yeah, I could get behind.
Or even not even just road trips, just being in the car. They've just got like a good sound. They jam hard.
You can do it on the subway.
Yeah.
Do it on the bus.
Yeah.
You could do it, I don't know, on a mountaintop.
You could do it in your bedroom. You could do it in the kitchen.
Slaughtering a goat.
You could do it taking a shot of wheatgrass.
You could probably even do it while running for Congress.
Hey, stop touching that. You're fucking with the audio.
I'm sorry. It's just a nervous habit. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Every single fucking
but yeah, that's basically it for my album.
So overall, just great album.
Great album.
Nice.
I think it's great. Nice. They're my favorite band, so it was nice to like actually talk about them.
Love
and
that.
Just be like, yo, listen to this ish. Because I like it a lot.
Listen to this ish.
You know, as much as I love hip hop and rap and everything, which I do obviously love, it's one of the main things that I make in terms of music production that we talk about, even outside of the podcast.
Yes.
Yeah. I do have a soft spot for these kind of bands. And they're really one of the only indie bands that I'm still like, yes. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, like that.
Just like that?
Yeah. They like I'll get douchey about them sometimes. But only in like very very
I know.
Very close settings. Like I wouldn't do it in like public, and like if like someone's never listened to them, I'm not gonna be like, what the fuck, bro? You've never listened to the Front Bottoms, bro? Their name means vagina. Okay, Front Bottom. It means vagina.
Vagina.
Okay. Vagina. It means vagina.
Teeny tiny.
Teeny tiny.
Is it teeny?
Okay. Teeny tiny.
Teeny tiny little touch. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. That was my album. And that was my album. And that was my album. And that was me talking about this album. That was me talking about this album.
Nice. I like that a lot.
I like that people also ask on Google, are the Front Bottoms canceled?
That's a great question.
No.
Are they canceled?
No,
well,
they're
we're
not.
talking about them right now.
Well, their
Probably
tour
not.
got canceled, and which was really sad because I was supposed to go see their tour, but I was very sad because I wanted to see. Oh, sorry, I checked something and it made me happy, so I had a
He's checking the
visceral
Houston
reaction.
scores.
Guys, okay.
How do
You know
we
what?
invariably
Here's the thing.
always talk about Texas on this podcast?
Because why wouldn't you? I mean, come on.
It's a
Do you even need to
horrible
ask that?
I'm not even, I don't even dislike Texas. I just like it. It's every time, every single time. We don't even talk about New York on every podcast, and we live here.
Yeah, true.
Like,
fuck it.
it's very funny. But keep going.
Texas for life, bitch.
Keep going. Yes.
So I spent a majority of my life around theater people,
Yes.
entertainment people.
Yes.
The kind of people who are like, oh my God, sports ball. I love sports ball. Make a touchdown with your home run.
I hate that joke so much.
So do I. But I've
With a burning
always been
passion.
like deeply entrenched in those, like with those kind of people.
Yep.
And yet I have such a love for basketball, specifically
Yes.
college basketball. And right now I'm obsessed with March Madness because one, we haven't had it for 2 years because we had to skip it last year because obviously pandemic, and two, because two teams that I love and that I hold very close to myself are doing very well and have a good chance of going far and or maybe winning it.
What are those two teams?
And the one that I'm rooting for the least, I'm rooting for them both a lot, right? But the one I care less about is the University of Texas, hook 'em horns, bleed orange for life. But the ones who I care the most about are the University of Houston, because obviously being from Houston, I have a bias. So yeah, I just want to see them win because I think it would be really
So whose
cool.
game were you just checking on?
I was checking on the University of Houston game.
And are they winning?
And we're currently winning. We're kicking the shit out of Cleveland State Vikings.
God, I hope you lose now. Just so that they
Because
have that
Cleveland?
sound. No, then they have that sound.
Because we're
bite.
kicking the
We are
shit.
kicking the shit out of them. It's going to be a great, and then just
It's really not like kicking the shit.
101 to 59. And it's
Yeah,
like,
they just called them
oh,
at 49.
shit.
I would be pissed.
God damn it.
Or would be truly,
Got 'em.
absolutely devastated, mate.
You know, we should probably take a break in a second because
Absolutely.
the camera's gonna shut off
Dude.
in just a second.
You keep talking like that, we're going to have to kiss.
Dude, you keep talking like that, I'm gonna have to settle down with you in a small 2-family apartment and maybe start a future with you. You know what I'm saying?
Put my finger in your
wait.
nose.
Not here.
Yes, here.
Maybe in another time.
No. Here.
Another place.
No, here.
Guys, we'll be right back. Just
All
give
right.
us another minute and we'll be all set.
In 3, 2, 1.
Yes. Wow.
And we're here.
We didn't even have to move that time.
That was fucking crazy.
Thanks to the shadowy entity.
I mean, we did that within seconds.
Yeah, we really did.
That was amazing.
It's pretty crazy.
We didn't have to like get up and be stretching and being like, let me go to the bathroom real quick, dude. And then I had to get naked, and then Nick has to chase me around the house and force me to put clothes back on because I just refuse to because you don't control what I do.
Phil runs around like the greased up deaf guy on Family Guy. No, you're not gonna catch me. That guy like running down the street, just you're not gonna get me anywhere. And he's just running around. I don't know what those lip sounds that you're making are, but you better fucking stop that
You better
right
quit
now.
that
You better
right
cut that shit.
now.
Oh, now come on
Now,
now.
come
That
on
is
now.
crap. Now
Come
that
on
is
now. That's
crud.
some
Now
dope.
that is
That's some
crud
crap
there.
right now.
What is that?
Now
That is
get out of
some
my
junk.
face with all that
That is some
malarkey.
junk right
Come
there. That
on
is
now.
some
I'm not
absolute-
dealing with any kind
absolute
of crud like that.
crud
Get
right
out of my
there.
face with that now. Come on.
So you want to do lore?
I really do sound like one of my my distant relatives. Yes, when I do that.
Do you want me to do my album? Would you like me to do lore? What do you want to do?
Let's do lore. You know, we have a keep that fucking mustache. Keep your little sweepy ass head motions away from the microphone. I will end your fucking life. I will kill you.
I sweep your microphone.
You just see me. You can like see the macro image of just and all the hairs. You're just like
Right as you go across. And just, oh, really? You catch my
Yes.
fist? Oh, you
No,
catch my
it
fist,
gets that
Batman?
close and I just- and then it sort of hits me, and I'm like,
I still punch myself. In the
Just
face.
like, God damn it, I punched myself in the face.
I didn't stop the momentum. I just put my fist in front of it.
That
So you
actually
just,
really hurts, though. You
in
broke
real
my hand
time-
and my mouth.
in real time, it just looks like.
oh God, you heard me.
You just hear two claps. It's clap of your hand, your fist, my
Clap
fist to
of
your
my
hand,
cheeks.
and you didn't let me get to that point yet. And I was gonna say, and then it was you clapping your own cheeks. God, you make it not fun.
I didn't think you were going for the cheeks joke.
Damn it, dude. We just read each other. We read each other too well. That's the problem. Cheek joke. I got him right down to the cheek joke. You need me, so don't joke. You need to write down to a cheek joke.
You're not a cheek.
It's actually
trick,
not a
you're
bad song,
cheek
honestly.
joke.
Not bad, honestly.
Remember
Got a
that?
flat ass, you a cheek joke. That's pretty good.
Wow, that's not bad.
I know how to whap.
I whap all the time.
I'm a for wheel whap.
I'm a four wheel whappist.
Whappist.
And they're like, "What did you say?" I whap all the time.
If you are someone who
We whappers.
who has a serial whop, does that mean that you are a whoppist?
I guess so.
Megan Thee Stallion, please confirm.
Yes,
Okay.
please confirm.
If you have serial whop,
Multiple Grammy Award winner Megan Thee
if you
Stallion now.
have what is it called when you like you commit a crime and you commit a crime again right after that you get out of jail? What is it called?
Recidivism.
Yeah. Is that what it's called?
Reoffending.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh no. How about if you have had prior WAP, okay, and it's like an often occurrence? Are you a WAPist? That's what I want to
You
know.
get charged with intent to whop.
like
you
conspiracy to WAP.
They can look back conspiracy to attain a WAP.
and also conspiracy to distribute said WAP. Because
intent to distribute.
you can't just like
WAP.
wait, dude, it's a problem. You have a problem if you're whopping by yourself. Like if you're alone by yourself at night and you're like, oh, let me like have one WAP, and like you turn to
What does
like
that
having
mean?
like
What does that mean?
having like
One WAP. Oh, let me
and then
just have one.
and then you have a
WAP
whole
really
six
quick.
pack of WAP. I mean, like it's a problem if you're doing that by yourself. You know what I mean?
I don't know what you mean. I don't know what that means.
What? WAPaholism. There we go. WAPaholism. Oh my god, dude. Why am I not on a stage with this kind of material? You know what I mean?
Wappa.
Call me a wascally wapper.
Please, just touch my wop and call me a wascal.
It's whopping season.
Elmer Fudd. It's hot girl summer. Please come and touch
There's
my wop.
whoppets afoot.
I'm hunting whoppets.
I am hunting
I'm
wascally
hunting
whoppets.
wascally whoppets.
Why was his
Wopsies.
voice so weirdly sensual?
I don't know.
Oh, be very,
you remember-
very quiet.
Do you remember the
So it's like,
fucking
no,
grilled cheese song that they put him in?
no.
Okay, you know what we're gonna do? This is gonna be the first time ever that I'm gonna have you do a live react to something, and we're gonna put the video right here so you guys can watch it. And
Right
it'll
here,
be covered
where
under
my
fair
hand
use.
is.
Okay, Elmer Fudd grilled cheese song. Ready? It's 1 minute and 42 seconds. Just
Okay.
watch this and react to it live. You know what, Verbo? Fuck you. And I don't care if you want to sponsor us. In
Shout out to
future.
the
Get
Verbas.
fucked.
Shout out to the Verbas, my next door neighbors when I was in middle
Okay,
school.
here we
I'm
go.
part of elementary school.
Check this out.
What are you saying, man?
I work so very hard all day long.
Dude, why are they making him so sexy?
Before I get home, grilled cheese. I hope you're ready, 'cause we
Yep.
got a date.
Yep.
I just can't wait to get home and put you on my plate.
Yep, dude.
My boy.
My plate.
Grilled cheese. Sandwich.
I don't like him like outside of his costume.
He's got the suit on. He's
Yeah.
like a real
Also, they
guy.
made him look like really tired.
And the cheese are gonna play a little game. It's called melting.
Dude, he's like
It's called
really-
melting.
It's called melting.
It's called melting.
Need no shake.
Mommy, I'm melting.
I'll laugh in your face if you offer me.
My time with your Brussels sprouts. If you make me a steak, I'll just throw it out.
Why would you
Throw it
away a
out.
steak?
Not a BLT.
BLT.
Following me?
Following.
I love you more than any other. I think I'm gonna make another.
Yes.
Ugh.
Grilled.
Did you fuck that grilled cheese?
Please.
Hey, if you okay, hear me out.
All right.
Here we go. I have a question for you.
Can I just say immediately? No.
Would you rather
No.
have sex with? Both are lukewarm and they're not going to burn you in any way.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ, okay.
Would you rather have sex with a grilled cheese or a hot pocket? Like, and this grilled cheese is like packed to the brim.
What
You know what I'm saying? Like,
mean? What do you mean by having sex?
you are inserting your member into said
Product.
bread product, sandwich thing, snack. There we go.
Bread product. That is my favorite thing that we said.
Bread product.
I'm a bread product.
I'm a product
if
of
you,
my
if
bread.
you looked at me, I'm a bread.
I'm just a product of my bread environment.
Based upon the stomach that I have right
Bread
now, I'm like
environment.
88% bread product.
Oh, 100% Sam. 100%. I'm basically drinking bread with these things.
Yeah. So would I
So
rather?
would you rather? So you're basically sticking it into what a grilled cheese or a hot pocket, and then you have to like have sex with it until you come,
I don't
like
think
to
I could.
finishing.
I don't think I could.
Well, you have to. So with like which one? Like if you're there all day, you're there all day. Like I don't
Which
know.
do I think I have a better chance
Yeah.
of?
Like which one do you think you
The
could
hot
like
pocket.
get in like
Probably
and
the
just
hot-
fucking
probably
shit
the
up?
hot
Like just
pocket.
absolutely rearrange those guts.
I think probably the hot pocket, and it would take a long time. I would not enjoy it, and it would be one of those like kind of like really sad jerks where like it's not much. You're just all right. That's
you're
what
just
I
like,
got.
you're just like, "Ugh."
You're just sort of like.
And then when you
why did
finish,
I do
when,
that? I'm
yeah,
empty
yeah,
inside.
yeah. When you finish, you go. When you finish, you go. I didn't even help anything.
I don't
I don't even know what I
feel
want to do.
good.
I don't even know what I want to do even more. Like, fuck, this
I'm
ruined my.
guilty and sticky, and I don't like it.
Yeah,
I just
sucks.
don't like it.
This sucks.
Oh my god.
I want to take a shower, but like I'm tired now. Ugh.
That's so
I shouldn't have even done this. I should have
Oh,
just
God.
like read something.
grilled cheese.
I'm going to have sex with you. Grilled cheese sandwich.
Grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese sandwich. I'm going to have sex with it.
Grilled cheese. Okay. You want to do lore or you want me to do my album?
Let's do Lord.
Okay. You want to talk about the lore?
Let do Lord. Let do Lord.
You want to talk about the lore?
I would like to talk about the Lord.
Chase.
Chase Almighty. So First Samuel in the Bible is basically coming after decades following the chapter of Ruth or the book of Ruth.
Yes.
And I think it's ironic that it's called First Samuel, but technically, according to history, Samuel wrote Judges, Ruth, First and Second Samuel, as well as other ones and like other things, like other biblical writings. So it's like,
Yes.
why are we calling it first? Whatever. So basically, Samuel is sent by God after decades because the Israelites are just absolute savages, dude. They're going off. Like they are not living by God's will at all. They're corrupt as fuck. The priests are corrupt, like the most corrupt. And basically, God's like, oh, they don't need a judge. They don't need like a famine or something, which is like, duh. No one needs a famine. But he was like, they need a king.
I'll agree with you on
Someone who's going to lead them, like some kind of prophet. So he sends Samuel, and Samuel becomes king. And then there's King Samuel. And Samuel's like, yo, guys,
Samuel's a punk.
live it
bitch.
this way. Dig this. What's up?
up?
And
I'm king now.
you know, they go through, they start living by God's word more. And then Samuel dies, and everyone's like, "What the hell are we gonna do?"
Yep.
And Samuel's like, "Nah, you guys are fine." And then he's like, "Nah, actually, God, you need to send someone." So he sends Saul, and Saul was a bitch,
Better call Saul.
certified
You know what
bitch. Don't you dare insult Bob Odenkirk by comparing him to the Saul of the Bible.
I'm saying?
King Saul was a bitch. I'm calling you out. What are you gonna do? Come back to life? We don't even know if you were real, bitch. So, King Saul comes. He sucks. And then basically leads them into a bunch of wars. Is a coward, bitch. Certified bitch.
TM.
And TM, copyrighted, trademarked.
Trademark.
Trademarked.
What's up? I'm Trademark.
What's up? Name's Trademark.
What's up? I'm Trademark.
I'm Trademark.
It's like, your name is Trademark. And it's like, yes, my
Yes.
first name is Trade, last name is Mark. Trademark.
Trademark.
It's like, okay. I don't know what that is, but
It's just like, that's a terrible name. You should tell your parents to change it.
so one of the big stories. in
And then
this
comes
is
David.
David and Goliath.
And because King Saul was king when David was in the army. And yeah. And so everyone knows David and Goliath. That's what First Samuel is mostly known for. And yeah, it's basically it. So
Well,
the whole thing is kind of just like believing in God, and he'll send you leaders, and just like messages that have already been said multiple times over and over and over again throughout the Old Testament.
yeah. But in the book of CHaSe, the book isn't called First Samuel. It's actually called First Bamuel. And it mainly has to do with physical training. That's really the main sentiment in this part of it. It's been said that the legend, when CHaSe was roaming the earth still in a human form, that he could run for so long that he made marathons look like mere, like 100-meter dashes.
It made it look like a jog down to the corner store.
CHaSe ran so often in the area that is now considered to be the Amazon rainforest by us, that the reason why it's so tropical is from the sheer humidity and condensation created from him breaking a sweat so often and so massive in that region.
Also, the trenches and the shape and the depth and the solidity of the shape of the Amazonian River is actually like the footpath of CHaSe. And he's stomping, and he would run so often and run so vigorously, and his steps were so powerful that he was just eroding it away before there was even water.
The tradition of river stomping actually started with CHaSe's runs through the rivers in the Amazon rainforest. And really in this book, First Bamuel, it just really talks about trying to reach an area of physical perfection to such a degree that were you to be the David in the situation, you are ready to fight back. But in all situations, aim to be the Goliath. You know?
Yeah, in
Just
every
get
situation,
so
aim to
fucking
bully them.
shredded that you are
Overpowering.
You don't need to be huge. You just need to be strong.
Yeah.
And that's really
And
the
that's
core
why
sentiment.
we're offering up a giant thing of whey protein.
Yes.
To encourage you, the audience, and also the followers of CHaSe to always be striving for gains.
Yes.
Gain season is every season,
Sure.
and it's every day. It's
if you're
every
a fan
minute.
of The Mandalorian, then you know that for CHaSeism, literally speaking, this is the way, for sure, 100%. So yeah, I mean that's all I can say.
Yeah.
That's really all I can say.
Just be the Goliath. Be Goliath.
Be Goliath. Be David. Be all of them.
Be Goliath, but if you have to be David, just be absolutely shredded so that Goliath is scared of you.
And also always bring 2 t-shirts to the gym because you're definitely gonna sweat through one.
You will be sweating through the first
You
one.
will absolutely sweat.
If you are running right and you're
CHaSe,
doing it well.
CHaSe, you're gonna sweat through the first one, dude. Make sure that you're bringing a
Sometimes
second.
you don't bring a second shirt, and I'm like, dude, it's gonna be ruined. You're like, oh, but it's the material. No.
No, it's really not.
It's not the material.
You
sweat through it. And then you know what happens? And then you know what happens?
treadmill,
Do you have an
man.
extra t-shirt? No, I don't have an extra t-shirt because I don't sweat that hard.
CHaSe, you are a walking super spreader event at the gym because you sweat in buckets, homie. Shit's
right.
crazy.
He's right.
And in Chase's name we pray, amen.
All praise be to Chase. All praise be to Chase.
Yes.
All praise be to Chase.
What time we got right now on this clip? 17:14. All right, sweet. We've still got like 12 minutes.
We only got 12 minutes to finish this.
Well, should I
Start on your album.
talk about that album?
Start on your album.
I
OWBUHM.
Talk
Album.
about my
album.
album. Well, today, guys, I'm going to be talking about Rap Album 2 by Jonwayne. Came out in 2017, 12 songs, 45 minutes. The album cover looks a little something like this right here. Yep. It's just a pretty simple album cover. It's Jonwayne actually on the front. I have to tell you guys, Jonwayne was introduced to me by the Lord himself, Chase, and it was one of the soul. Yes, it was one
Freshman
of the
year?
soul pieces of audio that were arcane that survived long enough for him to be able to show me. So yes, freshman year, 2017.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a really interesting album. I found it at a very not great time in my life because of an abusive past relationship that I was in. It was fucked up shit that was going on that you were like kind of aware of was happening.
Well, I was very aware of it.
It was a very dark
I lived
time.
with you.
Yeah, it was a very dark time in my life. Anyway, but I got it at that time, and it's a very introspective, melancholic kind of album, and I think that suited me very well at like 19 and like going through all of that horrible shit. But yeah, Jonwayne is just a very interesting character within the rap community. I mean, like, he's not just some like chubby white dude who's trying to make it happen. His voice, first of all, is booming and so deep that
he's got a great voice.
Yeah, it's iconic immediately. Like I would venture to say that he has one of the most instantly recognizable voices in rap just by the sheer baritone, like mahogany quality that it has to it. Like, very rare, I think, nowadays.
Yes.
But I mean, the guy really is able to pen some pretty deep shit. And not to mention the fact that the rhymes that he's coming out with are just ludicrous sometimes. Like he's not stopping the entire time that he's going off on an album. And the other thing that I think is really great is that it's got a very tongue-in-cheek quality to it. It's like, I wouldn't say degrading in any way. I'd say more like self-reflective or self-referential. Like it's not like Lil Dicky's Professional Rapper, I believe, from like 2015 or 2016, something like that, which I have mixed feelings about. Really, I only liked the one song with Snoop Dogg because it's great flow back and forth. But it doesn't venture into ham. It doesn't venture into like, oh, I'm a nerd and like, fuck me, I'm an idiot. Like it isn't even anything like that. It's just John being able to reflect on, I think, the very human idea of like, I fuck up a lot and I have my own problems. And like at the end of the day, I try and just look on the bright side and laugh at everything and love everyone the way that I can. Standouts for me, I mean, TED Talk as the opener is a fantastic opener. The way that like there's this sort of like alien like synth sounds of like, and then like the piano comes in.
His instrumentals are fantastic.
They are fantastic, and his again very iconic opening to an album. As soon as you hear that, you never seen a man so calm in your life, like it's just immediately, and then a boom.
He's got such a good
that
booming.
Just walks the entire. Yeah, it's fantastic. I would also say I really love the second track, Live from the Fuck You, which like it's sort of this again like tongue-in-cheek commentary about like it's a skit where this guy comes up to John while he's in a restaurant like with his friends eating, and he's like, hey man, like I'm with this girl and it's her birthday and she says that she knows you and like I don't really know you as a rapper, but can you perform? And he's like, no man, I don't really want to do that. And they like sort of get into like a verbal like fight back and forth, and then finally like he comes on and does a little like freestyle that's really good. So really like that. I think as far as the introspective tracks, I really liked Out of Sight. I still really like City Lights as well. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. It was just a very influential album for me. I liked the sort of like esoteric flow that he has. As I said, it's a very I fucking use this with every rapper, and I think it's just a common theme with a lot of music that I listen to in rap. Unrelenting, he doesn't let up. It isn't as much of a structured tracks as often. Like I think that he has a lot of reprieves and like going back to single paragraph like verses for choruses, but it's not a lot of like verse 1 chorus, verse 2 chorus, bridge, final chorus or anything like that. It's more of like verse 1 that has like a slight hook at the end with like then like a weird little bridge kind of thing, and then verse 2 with like that same kind of hook at the end, and then the song's over. So yeah, I mean, all around, I really like the album. I would highly recommend giving it a listen. Jonwayne, dude, I I know that he doesn't tour very often. I haven't seen much of what he's put out. I listened to a couple of like new singles that came out last year, I think during the pandemic as well. But honestly, I haven't kept up with his current whereabouts and like what he's doing. So, John, I hope you're still making music, dude, because you got some dope shit. And like, I think he had a pretty decent, at least cult following. So, I hope that he can kind of pop off and make some more stuff in the future. So I feel that same way about like Aesop Rock, where like I know that he's very well known and well recognized, but like I haven't seen him like really break through in that same kind of way. And they're both really talented. So it'd be great to see that happen.
Aesop Rock is like it's like one of those people who's like a lot of like the whole like favorite rapper just because of like his lyricism and everything.
Well, yeah, he's got the widest range, even more so than like Eminem and stuff like that, as far as vocabulary.
He's a crazy vocab.
You can see it. I mean, I want to talk about the Impossible Kid very badly sometime very soon.
Yeah, I've never listened to any of his stuff.
Off too much on Aesop Rock, and I, again, Jonwayne, this is fantastic. If you haven't listened to it, I recommend listening to Rap Album 1, which came out in 2013. It's his first like larger project, as far as I was aware of. It's definitely a better introduction, I think, than Rap Album 2. But even if you just jump in right at this album, you won't be disappointed. And there isn't anything like inside lore. It's not like Gorillaz where you like kind of have to listen to it in order to get a lot of it. They aren't really concept albums like that. At least I haven't picked up on anything from
Word.
them.
Nice.
So
hell yeah.
Jonwayne, Rap Album 2. Check it out. It's definitely a good time. Especially if you want some sad boy rap that isn't like classically, I just want you, I don't love you. If you want, something a little bit more, as I said, esoteric, this is perfect for you.
Yeah. Word. Wait, we should probably take a break real quick.
Yep. Just let the camera
catch back up.
cool off. Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we'll be right back, guys. Just give us 1 second.
Oh, God, man, that was a hard one. Oh, man, that really got me.
Yep, that really got you.
In the laundry machine.
Those are my towels. Too. My towels are done.
Those are your towels.
Those are
your towels.
Oh, no, I don't like that.
You don't want me to get sexy with your towels,
Sandwich.
bro? What the hell is that?
Grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese.
My father made me a grilled cheese sandwich.
My father was a chef at a deli. And his favorite sandwich to make me after school was a grilled cheese.
Oh, God.
Was that good?
Didn't like that.
You loved it.
I loved it a lot.
You loved it.
I did.
You kissed me.
So, did you want to talk about March Madness?
I mean, there's not much to talk about with March Madness. I just wanted to say that I'm really happy that it's back. I've been following up since a young age. As long as I can remember, my family's been doing March Madness stuff.
Dude, I love basketball, and I've never been into March Madness that much. I used to shoot basketball
I just fucking love it,
for
dude.
years. I used to watch a lot of basketball, like in person and shit. But like, just never got into March Madness. I think because I had heard so many analysts and people say that it's sort of like a tournament that's designed for you to lose all the time.
Yeah.
So hardcore.
Yeah.
And also just like with any other college sport.
But that's why, like, when you get to the Final Four and you see those games and those kids are like, have been through all of those games and like
hard to watch
all
them
of the
exploit
chances.
those athletes. So
Yeah,
hard.
they
It's
should
like
be getting
college
paid. I
football,
absolutely agree. I've been saying that from the start. I remember when I was a kid, my parents told me they weren't paid, and I was like, why the fuck? They're doing all this to not get paid? Like,
You'll get paid though if you do really well. because you'll just go to the NBA.
Well, yeah, true. Like then
I'm not making excuses.
But
I'm
that's
just saying,
like, but it's
that's
not even
everyone's,
like
excuse. Of
like they're putting in
"Oh,
labor.
yeah."
They should be getting compensated. Like
Dude,
what
I'm
they're
with
doing
you.
is
I'm with
basically like labor for like like potential investment, not even like guaranteed.
No guaranteed investment
You know?
unless you sign a deal or something.
Yeah. Like look at Zion. Like he was like unbelievable during March Madness and shit, and just like should have gone really far, but got injured real quick. I mean, I think he's still pretty. He's obviously very talented. He's very good, but like that injury fucked him up. So like that's like a thing with the potential investment that you sometimes don't see. You don't see it coming. So like he put all this work in and ended up not getting paid the money that he should. Like he should have been. Like he should have gotten his own bag. Like he should have gotten like a bag for that kind of shit. That what he put into it, and like how he just completely carried the Duke team that whole year. Yeah, you're a Duke team. Yeah, I know you're not into basketball that much, so. But like I love March Madness. Go basketball. Go Cougs. U of H for life. Hook 'em horns. Blue to orange.
Quiet coyote. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
I never saw Soul.
You should. It's really good.
I do need to.
It's a
I've
good-
heard
it's a
the
great
soundtrack
movie.
is just unbelievable.
Also, that's one thing I want to talk about really quick. I watched the entire 4 hours of the Snyder Cut, and it's,
Nerd.
Yes, I know. It's
Nerd.
pretty good. Look, it's still kind of tedious. I gotta say, Zach. If you sped up everything, and I know that you love your slow motion, all that sort of shit, but if you sped up everything, it would cut off like 20 or 30 minutes of the film. Like there's some slow shots, man. That said, I don't know what the studio is thinking. Like this is one of those things where like either they really added on a lot of new shit like after they were approved of doing this, and like they just sort of snuck it in and sort of this like, yeah, of course we had all this in the beginning and they didn't want it, like, and they're trying to like pass it off. And again, no judgment. Like I would probably try and do the same thing and be like, well, yeah, I would have shot this fight at the time, and like that could be bullshit or not.
Well, also
But-
Zack Snyder's daughter died,
yeah,
so
well, yeah, and that's the other thing. But dude, I mean, Joss Whedon, you
really fucked his
you
shit
really
up.
fucked his shit
You
up.
fucked his shit up. You super cut that fucking movie.
Well, no, but it wasn't
You
even
went
that.
super cut haircut on
It-
that
it
shit,
was-
dude.
it
You
was the
fucked
fact-
his shit up.
It was just the fact that you like just made it such a by the numbers thing. I mean, that was the main thing that I took away from it. It just has so much more attitude. It has so much more of a voice. Cooler shit happens in it. Like by far, you actually get to see like some glimpses of like the Green Lantern in it and stuff. And like none of this is really spoilers. Like I'm just talking about shit that you would have seen in the trailers if you're following it. But overall, like I'd recommend giving it a watch. It's 4 hours and like 2 minutes. So like without the credits, it's still like 3 hours and like
Damn, dude. If it had
50
just been
minutes.
20 minutes, I would have been sick.
Sick as fuck, dude. But that said, like a lot of the stuff that you were kind of waiting to see if you've been following the movie and stuff like that gets paid off, which is really cool. And yeah, I mean, like I said, it just cooler shit happens, and in the version that actually came out in theaters. So Zack Snyder, my hat is off to you. You and your 4/3 aspect ratio that they had to announce in the beginning.
Dork.
I love that. Was the only thing that I was like, you fucking asshole, where they were like, this is being presented in a 4/3 aspect ratio to preserve Zack Snyder's artistic integrity, or like his original
The integrity of
artistic
his
vision.
artistic vision or so
And
creative
just like,
vision.
dude, got it. You didn't have to put that in there. Like literally,
Just make it 4/3 and shut up.
No one would have cared. No one would have said anything,
So weird.
or they would have said they would have said something, but it wouldn't have been like, well, he picked. Like it's not revolutionary anymore at all. Like it was revolutionary when like, oh fuck, what was the name of that show on HBO?
What? Oh, Homecoming. That thing? Are you distracted by what I just did?
You just put that in your mouth on the show right now?
Yeah, I put it in my mouth. Do not. That'll sound bad. Mine didn't make any sound. I was silent. Do not.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. But yes, it was Homecoming. It was kind of revolutionary when I saw Homecoming do that, where they would like change it and you
When
saw
it
like,
finally caught up to where the times mixed.
Yeah, like that was cool. That was really cool. But, Yeah, I definitely recommend giving it a watch if you have 4 hours to spare. It is also broken up into parts, like 8 parts. So if you want to just like, do it in parts, you can also do that. They're each like 40 minutes or something like that. Um, yeah. So give it a watch if you can. It's definitely cool.
Yeah. There's one thing I want to say real quick. Look, no, it's going on a minute. There's one thing I want to say real quick. I love to shit on Prince Philip as much as the next person, right? Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Spell his name right, please, because we do not have the same spelling, and I'm tired of seeing my name mixed up with his name. Okay? Please, God, do not get me mixed up with the waste of carbon that is that entitled racist piece of shit, Prince Philip. Okay?
I know that
I am not the same guy. We don't have the same spelling. His is biblical, mine is French. Okay? Very different.
I've heard a lot of conservative people call Joe Biden a skeleton, and here's my rebuttal to that. Joe Biden is like a skinwalker. Like he's still got like muscles and shit, and like he's still got skin and all.
Dude, he
that
looks
other
like
sort
the
of stuff.
fucking Ice King or whatever from
Yeah.
Game of Thrones. He
Yeah,
fucking looks like
But-
that guy, just emaciated old man.
But Prince Philip with a single L. Prince Philip is actually a walking skeleton. Like when you look,
He's a
at him,
corpse. He's
like,
disintegrating
he
in
is
front of our
actually-
eyes.
Look.
If your
I-
eyes look, yeah, sorry.
I simultaneously give a shit and don't give a shit about the royal family. Like as an American citizen, I don't give a fuck about them because they're not even my royals, let alone the fact that like they shouldn't be in power and all that other bullshit. But also at the same time, I love just giving them the attention of being like, you guys are absolute pieces of shit. And you've done some questionable at best things.
Heinous.
Heinous things.
Dude, here's the thing. I have no respect for the British crown at all because to be in like to be throned, you have to, it's like in the agreement and like in the whole thing that you have to assume the responsibilities and the crimes that were committed under the crown.
Yeah.
So she's just like, yeah. I was cool with India, the whole thing. Yeah.
The British Empire. in
Yeah, I was
general,
cool with all that shit.
conquest.
I was cool with conquering and just absolutely underdeveloping
What is it,
half of
65,
Africa
75 independence days
Yeah.
that are responsible by
because of Britain. She was like, "Oh, I get to be queen and just be a nothing."
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I'll do it.
I love seeing Prince William getting upset
Hate
about the
them.
Prince Harry thing where he's like, we are not a racist family. And it's like, you are the royal family of the UK. You're not a racist
You're the crown
family,
of the British Empire. You're not a
Dude.
racist family, dude.
bro.
Dude.
Come on.
Dude.
Come on.
Dude.
This is coming from a guy whose country CIA tried to get Martin Luther King Jr. to kill himself, bro.
This is
And I
also
am
from the
telling
country
you,
that
I am
made-
telling you
This is
you
also
are racist,
this is
bro.
also the country that made Japanese internment camps.
Yeah, like, and I can very, very calmly and very securely say, just looking at Prince Philip's sunken, dead ass mummy face, that he is a racist, dude. It's just from the time period that you grew up in.
Yeah.
He's 98, 99. I know you grew up with some shit like that,
Yeah.
man. Just statistically, like if you do the math, you're a racist.
If your
Sorry.
eyes look like you've been punched in the eyes like multiple times, you have black eyes and you haven't been hit, you should just die already.
If you are sexy
You're
to raccoons, you should be in the ground. That's a good rule of thumb.
That's
If
funny.
you actually could be attractive to a feral rat-like being that eats out of the dumpster, you should be dead. By
You look
now.
feral. You look like a feral ghoul. A feral
feral
ghoul.
ghoul. The feral
a
ghoul.
feral ghoul.
The feral ghoul.
That's what you look like. Speaking of the,
I don't know if you're a
Oh.
feral ghoul. Some like Christopher Walken kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Come in here. You're talking about feral ghoul or something, like
They-
something like that.
coming in here and talking about feral ghouls. I
come in.
don't
I
understand.
talking about
I don't understand.
ghouls.
No, that was almost getting into a
feral ghouls.
Kirk Spock from
Kirk Spock.
no, Captain Kirk. Kirk Spock. Isn't that his name?
No.
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 Well, I thought there was a whole thing with
Spock.
Star Trek.
No, Spock is a completely different.
I thought there was a
guy
whole
in
thing like
Star Trek.
between them. Kirk Spock and like
I
like
think
I
that's
thought there was like a
I think
whole.
that's like fan fiction. Like,
No. I
Kirk
swear to God,
Spock.
there's like a universe thing where they're like connected, and that's why they like
Kirk
work together.
times Spock. It's like they're like.
I don't give a fuck, dude. Let me tell you what. I'm a Star
the
Wars fan,
yaoi-
and a
the
Star
yaoi
Trek
art.
is the nerdiest fucking thing ever. I can't follow it. It's too
That's
much.
okay. I'm
It's
not
too
a Star
much.
Trek fan either,
Yeah, you are, dude.
but I'm not.
Yeah, you are. I've seen the inside of your room, dude.
And then you just open it up, and it's just all like,
Oh, Star Trek.
Bunch of Joss Whedon.
yeah, it's just like everything. J.J. Abrams everywhere.
Exactly. But there's one thing I do want to talk about before we go.
Oh, what's that?
I do want to address all of the anti-Asian hate crimes that have been going on recently.
You know,
I can't even believe I had to say this, but hey, white people, first off,
No,
shut up.
hold on.
Just
hold on.
listen, okay?
Let's be honest.
First off,
It's white men.
yeah.
White. Here's the thing.
Yeah,
man.
white guys,
I
yeah.
think I've said this on the podcast before. If you are so selfish and so entitled that you believe that you having a bad life, bad existence, bad day, whatever it is, you can go out and harm other people in any way, physically, sexually, however, if you think that you can, if you are important enough that you can go out and cause harm because you feel like the world has wronged you, you are a waste of life and you should kill yourself, but not in a way that involves mass murder. Because sincerely, man, I don't understand how people are this selfish and this insane, like clinically. It's fucking crazy. I don't understand how we have to be on here as a music and comedy podcast trying to say something that is common sense. Don't murder people because they're Asian. Don't murder people because they're sex workers. Don't murder people because you are unsatisfied with your existence. It's not okay. And like we see it all the time. Literally all the fucking time.
My thing is like, even outside of the
It's
whole,
so
oh, he had a
insane,
bad
man.
day. What, like, to add on to what you said, it's
Yeah.
not only that. If you think that like your life, good or bad,
Yeah.
whatever is in it, has anything to do with anyone else, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, sincerely.
What are you doing,
Yes.
dude? What are you doing?
Yep.
You are the most selfish, narcissistic piece of shit that you think that you, as a nothingness loser, have anything to do
Yep.
with anyone else's life, and that you have like any sense of like it's the hate
Yeah.
that comes from these people, dude. It's unbelievable.
insane.
I do not get it.
I don't get it.
I
either.
don't get it.
Well, that's the thing.
How like you think you have any say in anyone else's fucking existence? Like, dude,
Yep.
we're all just like little blips.
Yep.
Keep your fucking hands to yourself. Just, oh my god, I
know.
don't
I know.
understand.
No,
it.
dude,
It
it's
makes
it's
me
it's
fucking
viscerally upsetting,
furious,
man. It was 8 or 9 women that were or, 8 or 9 people I know, but at least the majority
Eight
were,
women
were
in the
Asian
Atlanta
women.
attack.
I mean, dude, I don't know where to begin talking about the issue. Like, white men fetishizing Asian women and that, the sex work aspect of it playing into it. I remember seeing like this very emotional post by someone talking about it the other day, just saying like, you can't talk about this without talking about the fact that they were sex workers, and that factors into it, and they were viewed as disposable by this guy in many ways. And like, look, yeah, I don't know how often we're gonna have to talk about this, since we have a somewhat public forum now, and based on the United States' track record, things like this are going to keep happening. But if you are having thoughts of mass murder, get help. And if you refuse to get help, then at least don't take it out on everybody else, for Christ's sake, man. Like,
Also, like everyone
know,
else,
it's
everyone else looking at it, especially white people, stop with the excuses, bro. Just fucking stop.
also just stop
Like, just- it's
glorifying these shooters, man.
Just
I
shut
used
up,
to.
sit down and listen. Like, no one cares about
Yeah.
what you think about it.
Yeah.
No one gives a fuck, because it's not you who are being affected.
Yeah.
It's the Asian community that's being fucking affected with all this shit.
Yeah.
Like, shut up.
Yeah. Just listen, man. That's the best thing that you can do, is just sit back, listen,
And
be
promote the voices
supportive.
of the actual Asian community and the people who
Yeah.
are actually the actual activists who lead these kind of things.
Yeah. But we're just-
Opinions
we're
that
gonna-
matter.
Yeah.
Focus on opinions that matter. Yours doesn't right now.
Exactly.
get over it.
That's
You
why we're
fucking
like-
loser.
Yeah, we're not like, trying to go into like the systemic problems of everything. It's just a general condemnation of violence. But, it's exactly what you said. Just promote the right
I
voices.
just need people to get over themselves in general.
Yeah.
Just get over yourself. Stop taking it like, yeah. A lot of people think that their opinion is important these days, and that's the problem with the internet. And
as we
just
say
like-
on our podcast.
yeah, 100%. But we're not trying to put out an opinion like being like,
No,
this
I
is
know.
what it was. This is what, just like,
I know.
dude,
We're also not trying to be
just-
like revolutionary in
No.
our thinking. We're just here to fucking make jokes and talk about music.
we've even said before,
sometimes.
like, this music is music that like we think is good. It's just like
yeah,
everything
not-
we say on
it's
here
not
is
subjective.
obviously our opinion, but like you can listen to it if you want. But just like spouting it out on shit like Twitter and like Instagram, it's just like, dude, just
just
I don't,
chill.
I don't
Chill
care
out a
what you
little
have
bit.
to say about this very important thing that doesn't affect you.
I would agree with you.
I don't know.
Well,
It's just like it's
we both
every other day is like some new fucking shit happening, and
I
you're
know.
like, guys, come on.
just somebody else ruining it for everybody else.
And
Yeah.
congressmen have too much protection. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, I'm Texan, and I'm here to tell you that Houston is the worst part of Texas. In the
Congressmen
entire
have too
world.
much protection legally and physically. That's all I'm gonna say.
Fair enough.
We should be able to have more contact with them.
Yep. Open door policy. That's what I was saying on a
Yeah,
few
we can go with
episodes
that.
ago. We need that open door policy.
I don't trust any congressman because y'all don't do shit to help with any of this kind of shit.
Yeah.
So,
Well, on those uplifting notes, guys, I think we're going to wrap it up for this week. Thank you, as always, for tuning in and watching us. I hope you guys are all doing well, and getting through this pandemic intact, in one piece, both mentally and physically.
apparently we've got a lot more vaccine shots coming out, like 100 million new shots coming out soon.
we broke 100 million like way before the goal. So look, Biden,
He wants to do another
President
100 million
Biden,
like by like before the summer.
we might be talking about your competence, dude, but I got to tell you, that's pretty good.
Maybe you
So,
can't walk upstairs, but damn it, you can get some flu shots
you
out. I'll tell you
definitely
that.
get some shots out, which is good. Well, guys, make sure that you smash that like button as often as you can.
Clap that like
Clap
button's
those
cheeks.
like buttons cheeks
Dude,
as often as
Fucking
you can.
assault the subscribe button, okay?
No, that's
Assault
not,
the
that is
subscribe
not
button.
what we want them to do.
Yes, no, do
Hit
that.
subscribe,
That's what I want
hit
you
the
to
bell.
do. I want you to.
I think we're gonna start making some
highlight
highlight clips pretty soon, so you guys
Yeah.
can check those out. So
highlights. We
definitely
can just do like
send
bit
those-
clips.
Send those out to your grandma. Shout out to Phil's grandma, who's gonna start watching now, which is
Shout out to
fantastic.
Joanne. Love
Yep,
you.
Yep. Thank you for watching us. And guys, thanks for watching. As always, we're gonna be back next Monday, as always, with a new episode. And maybe we'll finally have some other guests on.
Hell yeah.
What
I'm
are
just
you
waiting.
doing?
I'm waiting for when we do the outro.
All right, guys. Well, we'll see you next week.
All right. See you guys later.
Bye.